Uh, wow, what a game. Don't really know where to start. First half, I thought our defense was creating some turnovers, doing some really good things. You got to give a lot of credit to Coach Houston and the East Carolina players and staff. I mean, they had a good game plan coming in. I think they're a really good football team that's just continuing to grow and gave us all we wanted, obviously, tonight. Offensively, just really didn't get anything going consistently in the first half. Really just needed to settle down and just play. I mean, we had things open. We just weren't executing at a very good rate. Kind of got things calmed down a little bit at halftime. We come out the second half, take the first drive down, score, and I think momentum started to change a little bit. But, my goodness, had to battle all the way through it. Those are the type of games that you continue to build your team on, and we definitely had to battle tonight. And I can't be more proud of our players and our coaches staying together. We got 60 minutes to play, and it took all 60 minutes. It took every second of it. And, again, our team, we got great leadership. We got guys that are going to fight for each other and battle for each other. And, like I said, can't be more proud of them.
After the way you've lost close games, what's it like to be on this side of it and have calls go your way?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in a lot of close ones. And it was good to see our team just stay confident. So many big plays throughout the game. And, the blocked field goal, a couple of fourth down conversions in there, the big catch by J.J., had a couple of drops early in the game and then made some really big plays for us late in the game. Just guys continuing to step up and believing in themselves and believing in each other, and when it had opportunities to make those plays late in the game, we made them. And again, I think that's just a sign of our team continuing to grow.
What was that last drive like to watch? The lengthy reviews and not knowing how they were going to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's heart's still racing. Again, and there's so many close calls in there, and like you said, we've been on the other end of that, and those are difficult. And it was good to see our guys just continuing to step up, continuing to do things, and like I said, just proud of them.
You're the guy calling the plays. The kids have put in so much work. They win a couple of games, everybody's feeling good, and you know what happens, if you can't finish off that drive. How do you deal with the emotions of that, and how do you make sure that your team's dealing with it the best possible way?
Yeah, I think as you get into those drives, I'm not thinking about that part of it. We're thinking about moving chains, where can we get leverage, where can we find space, and just having confidence in a lot of different guys and a lot of different people, and having confidence in Zach to do his job and the O-line to do their job. And, obviously, under a minute left and we're on the, 20, 25, something like that, and called a run for TK. That's just having confidence in our offensive line to do their job and for him to carry it, and knowing that you're kind of time's ticking down, but trying to get ourselves in the best situations, and ended up turning out right for us.
I know you said things were there and you didn't hit them in the first half.
Yes.
But, gosh, it seemed like Zach was uncomfortable, either in the pocket too long or just maybe not seeing things, I don't know, just, from TV first. But he became more comfortable as the game went on. So to what do you, whether you call it adjustments or not, how did he settle in?
I think really that first drive of the second half just was able to kind of get his eyes in the right spot, got the ball out of his hands a little bit quicker. We were executing at a little bit better pace. I think as he continues to grow, they gave us a lot of looks today and a lot of different pressure things, and not making any excuses or taking anything away from East Carolina and what they do. They did a great job. This week with the weather and everything that we've had, our practice time has been pretty limited. And, it was a chance for us to really have to kind of lock in some schematic things, get his eyes in the right spot, receivers hitting in those right areas and just getting on the same page. And then we got in a little bit of rhythm. And then obviously second half you could see his play really pick up. And we had some drops in the first half. That doesn't help, you know.
I was going to ask about the second half performance. I mean, you kind of answered it there. Was it just having a little extra time kind of adjusting to what they were throwing at you guys, or was it some hell of a speech you gave the troops there, or what kind of causes that second half, kind of that juice you guys get?
You know, I think this team, like I said, we got great leadership. I mean, yeah, I called the offense up on one side of the locker room down there, but I didn't even get a chance to speak first. I mean, sleep was right in the middle of it. And, you know, it's the leadership like that, and guys just understanding, you know, the work that they put into it and how hard they have grinded through so many different obstacles that have been in front of us, and understanding we're a better football team than what we just played in the first half. Now let's go out, let's be us, let's execute, let's calm down a little bit because everybody's pressing. It's been 41 days since we've been home, and this home game was very important to us with everything surrounding it. And guys wanted to come out and put a stamp on that. And I thought we pressed in the first half. I think we finally settled down in the second half and started executing at the level that I know that we can play at.
Home game. How was it out there for you on the sideline?
Yeah, it was great. It was great to be at home. It was great to be at home in front of our fans. It was great to have this is where we sweat and bleed and grow together. And there's something about being able to come home and play. And our guys take a lot of pride in representing this university, representing this city, and trying to be a bright light in the midst of all of that.
All your defensively, your guys have made plays throughout the season. Today, causing 4 turnovers. Talk to me a little about what might have sparked them playing so well. Do you think it's just them executing your plays, or what do you think?
You know, I think really from a defensive standpoint, we've got a lot of guys with a lot of experience. I mean, we still are down several starters right now defensively, guys stepping up and playing extremely hard. That level that they play at is something that they've put on themselves, you know. And I think we are an attacking, aggressive defense. I think guys are ripping at the ball. They're attacking the ball at the point. They're doing all those little things that you have to do. They're playing within the scheme, yes, but within that, they're doing all those little extras, and that comes with experience. It comes with the leadership, and guys taking a lot of pride in what they do and how they play defensively.
Any other questions for Coach?
Was Corey Taylor not available?
He's fine. I mean, he's a little banged up, but he's fine. I mean, he'll get there.
The fumbles that you guys had, was that more East Carolina, the way they were ripping the ball?
A couple of those were we just didn't do a great job of our 5 points of emphasis when we got into traffic. And, you know, they came after some really good plays, and guys are fighting for yards, and again, just trying to maybe do a little bit too much, trying to get 1 more yard or 2 more yards. And that's fine as long as we're fighting and taking care of the football while we do it. So it's one of those things, again, we'll re-emphasize like we do every week. But there's some things, obviously, that we got to correct off of this tape, but it'll be a whole lot easier to correct them after a win.
And on that final drive, I think it's like 3rd and 21. How hard is that you're backing up, you get there, and, you know, 2 plays away from probably the game being over. What's going through your mind, and how hard is that to actually come back and get first down like that?
I mean, obviously, that's not the situation you want to be in. But you know you're in 2-down territory, have to be. And so you're trying you don't have to get it all in one play. Trying to get you to at least a more manageable 4th down, and, you know, just able to do that.
One last question. Last one, talk about the backfield core being banged up, but just how nice is it to have, you know, guys, obviously like last time you guys played generic, and then tonight what TK was doing, we were talking before you showed up, just how hard he was running and all the hits he was taking. What do you think of that backfield and I guess his ascension to this game?
You know, TK, he's been a man all year long, you know, and it was hard not having him a week ago. But guys, like you said, just continue to step up. Corey had an unbelievable game last week. Deneric had a great game last week. But to have guys that you can rotate in there, and we've always been a runner back by committee, and it's just this year more than any other, those guys being able to come in and play at the level that they're playing at, they're all running physical. They're all running downhill. They can get outside and run. They've done a good job in the pass pro part of it. And so to have that faith in that, you know, it's a luxury that we're happy to have. Plus, you know, TK, he's a new daddy, had a baby on Tuesday. And so he was playing for a lot tonight.